think so, it's not so, and so.
What if the greatest strength isn't never falling, but rising every time you do? Glowing Star, welcome. Welcome to Wellness Within USA Herb. In this journey, we'll uncover the hidden power of resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to challenges, and grow stronger through adversity. Imagine facing failure, loss, or uncertainty, yet discovering within yourself the strength to rise again. The suspense lies in realizing resilience is not just survival, it's transformation. Seedling introduction. Life is unpredictable. Challenges, failures, and crises are inevitable. But resilience is the skill that determines whether you break under pressure or grow stronger because of it. Resilience is not about ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about facing reality with courage, adapting to change, and finding meaning in struggle. Brain, the science of resilience. Research shows resilience is built, not inherited. Neuroplasticity. The brain adapts to stress by forming new pathways when resilience practices are applied. Stress recovery. Resilient individuals regulate cortisol faster, returning to calm more quickly. Health benefits. Studies from the American Psychological Association show resilience reduces risks of depression and improves overall well-being. Longevity. Resilient people live longer, healthier lives because they adapt to stress instead of being consumed by it. Suspense element. Imagine discovering that every setback is secretly training your brain to grow stronger. Performing arts, the hidden enemy, learned helplessness. When people believe they cannot change their circumstances, they stop trying. This mindset fuels hopelessness. Resilience rewires helplessness into empowerment. Thrill element. The moment you realize you are not powerless, you are adaptable. Open book case example. Consider James, a young entrepreneur. His first 2 startups failed. Instead of quitting, he reframed failure as feedback. He built resilience by learning from mistakes, adapting strategies, and persisting. His 3rd startup succeeded, not because he avoided failure, but because he grew stronger through it. Hammer and wrench, core elements of resilience. Self-awareness, recognizing stress triggers. Adaptability, adjusting strategies when plans fail. Optimism, seeing setbacks as temporary, not permanent. Support systems, building strong relationships for encouragement. Meaning-making, finding purpose in adversity. Suspense builds as you realize resilience is not one skill but a combination of habits that create strength. Globe with meridians, why resilience matters. Resilience is the foundation of success and wellness. Workplace, resilient employees innovate more and recover faster from setbacks. Relationships, couples with resilience overcome conflicts and grow stronger together. Health, resilience reduces stress, improves immunity, and supports recovery from illness. Thrill element, imagine facing rejection but using it as fuel to grow. That's resilience in action. Crystal ball, lifelong impact. Resilience is not a one-time skill, it's a lifelong journey. Each challenge you face becomes training for the next. The suspense lies in realizing resilience doesn't just help you bounce back, it helps you bounce forward, stronger than before. Mindful breathing. Resilience begins with calmness. Practice, each morning, spend 5 minutes focusing on your breath. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Suspense element, at first, it feels simple. But soon, you notice stress dissolving and clarity emerging. Science, research from Harvard shows mindful breathing reduces cortisol and strengthens emotional regulation. Example, a student overwhelmed by exams practiced mindful breathing daily. Within weeks, his focus improved, and anxiety decreased. Notebook practice 2, gratitude reflection. Gratitude rewires the brain to focus on abundance instead of scarcity. Practice, write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Suspense element, the thrill lies in realizing how small blessings create big shifts in mindset. Science, studies from UC Berkeley show gratitude increases dopamine and serotonin, boosting resilience. Case study, a professional facing burnout began gratitude reflection. Within months, she noticed reduced stress and improved relationships. Ear practice 3, reframing setbacks. Resilience thrives when challenges are reframed. Practice, when facing setbacks, ask, what lesson is hidden here? Suspense element, the thrill lies in realizing obstacles are disguised opportunities. Science, cognitive reframing strengthens optimism and resilience. Example, an entrepreneur reframed a failed deal as a lesson in negotiation. His next deal succeeded because of insights gained from failure. Brain practice 4, building support systems. Resilience is not built alone. Practice, surround yourself with supportive friends, mentors, or communities. Suspense element, the thrill lies in realizing positivity is contagious. Science, studies show social support strengthens resilience and reduces stress. Case example, a young professional joined a peer group focused on growth. Within months, her mindset shifted, and her career advanced. Lightbulb practice 5, physical resilience. The body fuels the mind. Practice, exercise regularly, eat balanced meals, and sleep well. Suspense element, the thrill lies in realizing physical strength amplifies emotional resilience. Science, research shows physical health practices improve stress recovery and resilience. Example, a teacher facing exhaustion began exercising daily. Her energy improved, and she handled stress with clarity. Open book real-life story. Consider Ahmed, a father balancing work and family. By practicing mindful breathing, gratitude reflection, and reframing challenges, he noticed his stress decrease. His resilience didn't erase problems, but it gave him strength to face them with clarity. Globe with Meridian's lifelong impact. Daily resilience practices are not quick fixes. They are seeds planted in the mind. With consistency, they grow into strength, adaptability, and joy. The suspense lies in discovering that resilience is built one small step at a time. Psychological shifts through resilience. As daily practices of mindful breathing, gratitude reflection, and reframing challenges become consistent, something extraordinary begins to happen. Stress that once felt overwhelming starts to lose its grip. Reduced anxiety and stress. Resilient individuals report lower cortisol levels, meaning they stay calmer under pressure. Emotional regulation, instead of reacting impulsively, they respond thoughtfully. Resilient identity, setbacks no longer define them, they become lessons. Suspense element, imagine standing in the middle of chaos, deadlines, arguments, noise, yet feeling calm, as if time itself slowed down. That's the thrill resilience brings. Briefcase practical impact in daily life. Resilience doesn't remain confined to exercises, it spills into every aspect of life. Workplace, teams led by resilient managers report higher productivity and fewer conflicts. Relationships, couples who practice resilience recover faster from conflicts. Health, resilience improves sleep, lowers blood pressure, and strengthens immunity. Research insight, a University of Pennsylvania study found that resilient individuals adapt faster to change and report higher life satisfaction. Performing arts suspense element, the hidden shift. At first, resilience feels like effort, breathing exercises, gratitude journaling, reframing setbacks. But then, subtle changes appear. You pause naturally before reacting. You notice opportunities in setbacks. You feel connected to the present moment. The thrill lies in realizing that transformation is happening quietly, beneath the surface, like roots growing deep before a tree blossoms. Globe with Meridian social ripple effect. Resilience doesn't just change individuals, it changes communities. Schools, resilience programs improve student focus and reduce bullying. Hospitals, patients treated by resilient staff recover faster. Workplaces, teams with resilience culture innovate more and burn out less. Suspense builds when you realize resilience could be the hidden key to a more compassionate society. Open book case example. Consider Maria, a corporate manager. Her team faced constant deadlines and conflicts. By practicing resilience, mindful breathing, gratitude reflection, and reframing challenges, she noticed morale improve, meetings became calmer, and conflicts resolved faster. The thrill was not just her transformation, but the ripple effect on everyone around her. Crystal ball long-term transformation. Resilience doesn't just change moods, it changes identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who rises after setbacks, adapts to challenges, and inspires others. Identity shift, you no longer define yourself by failure. Leadership growth, you lead with courage and adaptability. Community impact, your resilience sparks transformation in those around you. Suspense lies in realizing that resilience is contagious, your practice inspires others to grow stronger. Glowing star, the resilience paradox. Here's the paradox, resilience doesn't erase problems. Deadlines, conflicts, and crises will still exist. The suspense lies in realizing that resilience changes how you experience those problems. Stressful events lose their power, and strength becomes your default state. Open book real-life story. John, a nurse, faced exhausting shifts. By practicing resilience, mindful breathing, gratitude reflection, and empathy with patients, he noticed reduced burnout and deeper patient trust. The thrill was not just his recovery, but the healing environment he created for others. Globe with Meridian's future of resilience. Technology is now part of resilience transformation. Apps, guided journaling makes resilience practice accessible. Virtual retreats, online communities support global resilience growth. AI tools, personalized resilience journeys track progress. Suspense lies in imagining a future where resilience is as common as physical exercise, a global movement toward emotional wellness. Glowing Star Lifelong Journey. Resilience mastery is not about escaping challenges. It's about living fully, with awareness, adaptability, and courage. The ultimate suspense lies in discovering that strength was never outside you, it was hidden within, waiting to be uncovered. Advanced practices for resilience mastery. Once the basics of mindful breathing, gratitude reflection, and reframing challenges become natural, resilience can be taken to deeper levels. Mindful reflection. Spend 10 minutes daily reviewing emotional responses. Ask, did I react with strength or weakness? Perspective shifting. Consciously view situations from multiple angles. Suspense lies in realizing how differently events appear when seen through another's eyes. Silent observation. Practice observing thoughts without judgment. Negative emotions lose power when you simply watch them pass. Compassion training. Extend empathy beyond loved ones, to strangers, colleagues, even those you disagree with. Case example, a leader practicing perspective shifting discovered that conflicts with employees weren't about defiance but about fear. This insight transformed his leadership style. Brain long-term benefits. Resilience mastery reshapes identity, health, and relationships. Resilient identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who rises after setbacks. Health. Resilience lowers blood pressure, strengthens immunity, and improves sleep quality. Relationships. Long-term resilience deepens trust, intimacy, and cooperation. Leadership. Leaders with high resilience inspire loyalty and innovation. Research insight. A Stanford study found that executives with high resilience achieved 20% higher team performance compared to those relying solely on technical skills. Performing arts suspense element. The ultimate twist. Here's the twist: resilience doesn't erase challenges. Deadlines, conflicts, and crises will still exist. The suspense lies in realizing that resilience changes how you experience those challenges. Stressful events lose their power, and strength becomes your default state. Globe with Meridian's resilience as a lifestyle. Mastery means resilience is no longer a practice you do, it becomes who you are. At work, you lead with clarity and adaptability. At home, you listen deeply, creating stronger bonds. In society, you contribute to a calmer, more compassionate world. Suspense builds when you realize resilience could be the hidden key to transforming not just individuals, but entire communities. Open book case example. Fatima, a doctor, faced constant emergencies. By integrating resilience into her daily routine, mindful breathing before surgeries, gratitude notes for colleagues, empathy with patients, she noticed reduced burnout and deeper patient trust. The thrill was not just her recovery, but the ripple effect on her hospital environment. Crystal ball future of resilience. Technology is now part of resilience mastery. Apps, guided journaling and breathing tools make resilience practice accessible. Virtual retreats, online communities support global resilience growth. AI tools, personalized resilience journeys track progress and provide feedback. Suspense lies in imagining a future where resilience is as common as physical exercise, a global movement toward emotional wellness. Glowing Star Lifelong Journey. Resilience mastery is not about escaping challenges. It's about living fully, with awareness, adaptability, and compassion. The ultimate suspense lies in discovering that strength was never outside you, it was hidden within, waiting to be uncovered. With advanced practices, long-term benefits, and lifestyle integration, resilience becomes a lifelong journey. Stress will always exist, but with mastery, you can always find calm in chaos.